Obesity is something we cause and we treat.
Every 1 in 4 adults in India is now overweight or obese, and the numbers just keep climbing.
This is a serious public health concern.
I noticed कि 90% जो इश्यूज रहते हैं उनके मेडिकल इश्यूज कि डॉक्टर यहाँ दर्द हो रहा है, वहाँ दर्द हो रहा है, पूरी साइड पे सूजन आ रही है, नींद नहीं आ रही है, कहीं बाहर जाओ तो कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आता है. So all this revolved and hovered around one single thing, that was obesity. Apart from counseling, there is very little role of doctors in curing obesity. In an era where actually people identify themselves कि how social media perceives them, it's very important for everyone to make themselves feel good about themselves. और ये तभी होता है जब तुमको खुद के बारे में एक confidence हो. And obesity is a big obstacle in it.
Hello and welcome to Doc Talk powered by Collect Care. I'm Dr. Aradhya Giri, your host. And in today's episode, we're focusing on obesity, one of the fastest growing health challenges worldwide. Joining us today is Dr. Meenal Pandey, MD Medicine from Grant Medical College, Mumbai. Dr. Pandey is a consultant physician and assistant professor. She has also worked with AIIMS Nagpur, where she managed complex endocrine and metabolic conditions, and has also published various clinical research in index journals. Dr. Meenal, welcome to Doc Talk.
Hello, Dr. Aradhya. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your platform.
Thank you. Dr. Meenal, so every doctor has their journey. I want to ask you what led you to focus on this particular area? What was your inspiration? What was your journey like? आपका interest obesity और metabolic health में कैसे develop हुआ?
I did my PG from JJ Hospital, Mumbai. Right then, when you are a resident, you don't actually get to see so many cases. But then a turning point in my life was when I joined AIIMS Nagpur, and they dealt with a lot of core endocrinological cases, which include obesity as well. I noticed कि 90% of the जो issues रहते हैं उनके medical issues कि डॉक्टर यहाँ दर्द हो रहा है, वहाँ दर्द हो रहा है, पूरी शरीर पे सूजन आ रही है, सांस फूल रही है, नींद नहीं आ रही है, पूरे कहीं बाहर जाओ तो कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आता है. So all this revolved and hovered around one single thing, that was obesity. And obesity is something which we cause and we treat. That means there is very little role of doctors. Apart from counseling, there is very little role of doctors in curing obesity. So that's why, since this podcast was towards normal general population, lay people like our mom, our dads, our colleagues and everyone. So I wanted to target a topic जिसके बारे में उनको छोटे छोटे डाउट्स हो, जो कॉमन डाउट्स जिसके लिए वो शायद 500 रुपीज़ दे के या 1000 रुपीज़ दे के डॉक्टर के पास ना पूछने जाए. सम वेरी सिली डाउट्स की without affecting your professional and family responsibilities, what changes can we make in our lifestyle to avoid getting obese, or if already obese, what can be done to reduce the weight gain. क्योंकि ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें एक्चुअली लाइफ स्टाइल पे बहुत अफेक्ट करती है, एंड नॉट जस्ट फिजिकल इश्यूज. And in an era where actually people identify themselves कि how social media perceives them, it's very important for everyone to make themselves feel good about themselves. और ये तभी होता है जब तुमको खुद के बारे में एक कॉन्फिडेंस हो. And obesity is a big obstacle in it. So I would like to help them out by solving their very small queries and try to do it as much as possible at their own level without involving any medical help. कि normal जो हम लोग day to day में क्या ऐसे routine changes कर सकते हैं जिसकी वजह से obesity can actually be prevented or cured.
Dr. Meenal, if we see over the last 20-30 years, the number of cases with weight gain and obesity have dramatically increased. In fact, according 1975 के बाद से worldwide obesity cases have tripled.
Yes.
So this is a serious public health concern. In your experience, क्या ऐसा?
See, commonly तो ये सबको ही पता है, सबसे important culprit is the sedentary lifestyle. जो 1970s और जनरेशन एक्स थे हमारे, तो वो लोग सब खेती बाड़ी करते थे, एंड देयर वर लॉट ऑफ फिजिकल वर्क इन्वॉल्व्ड इन व्हाटएवर दे डिड. अभी देयर इज ओवर रिलायंस ऑन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस फॉर ऑलमोस्ट एवरीथिंग. घर पे फैन भी ऑन करना है तो एक रिमोट है, कपड़े धोने हैं वॉशिंग मशीन है, यू वांट अ ग्रोसरी शॉप, देयर इज ब्लिंकिट, देयर इज इंस्टामार्ट. So, though artificial intelligence is being promoted in a good way also, but obviously उसके bad and effects भी हो रहे हैं normal population पे because lesser and lesser physical activity is involved in our day-to-day life. एक वो है, then दूसरा is excess calorie intake. Excess calorie मतलब आज मेरा T20 का वर्ल्ड कप मैच है, तो let's have some KFC के chicken sticks. सिर्फ KFC के chicken sticks से अकेला काम नहीं होगा, तो let's have a cold drink also. फिर रात में थोड़ा सा कस्टर्ड खाने का मन कर जाता है. सो दीज स्मॉल थिंग्स एंड वेरी इजी एक्सेस टू दीज थिंग्स, क्योंकि अभी स्विगी डाउनलोड कर लिया, यू जस्ट ऑर्डर समथिंग एंड इट कम्स टू यू इन विद इन 45 मिनट्स. तो easy access and excessive Instagram promotion of other fast foods and snacks. And then third, the one which is cannot be overrated also is the stress. Stress is something which is like increasing day by day given the amount of competition एंड ऑब्वियसली जो मार्केट के अप्स एंड डाउन्स हो रहे हैं एंड इंक्रीजिंग डिमांड्स जो लाइफस्टाइल की होती है कि खुद को प्रेजेंटेबल कैसे दिखना है, तो उसमें देन व्हाट एल्स, ट्रैवलिंग है, टूरिज्म है, खुद के एम्बिशंस है, फैमिली है, एंड इन द बैकग्राउंड ऑफ सो मच ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशन एंड वर्क रिलेटेड स्ट्रेस, ये सब मैनेज करते करते दिस इज ऑल्सो लीडिंग टू स्पेशली एब्डोमिनल ओबेसिटी. जब पेट के अराउंड फैट बढ़ता है, दैट इज वेरी मच सजेस्टिव कि इट इज commonly due to stress related obesity. So these three factors, one is sedentary lifestyle, second over reliance on artificial intelligence for doing almost everything, and then third midnight snacking and given to your cravings and stress. These are the important factors. And one more thing which I would like to highlight, which many people might not be knowing, is कि obesity का origin starts even when you take a birth. For example, genetically I am a thin built person, but I get obese now. And if I get pregnant and I go through the pregnancy in the background of being obese, so there is a very much likelihood chance कि my child will also be obese. क्योंकि prior to pregnancy, how you are, how the mother is, and during the pregnancy what she does, and even the postnatal period, that is the infancy, breastfeeding and other things, उसमें भी तुमने क्या खिलाया है बच्चे को, then उसको कितना promote किया है to go out and play, एंड जितना कम से कम ज़्यादा वो फ़ोन का जो एक्सपोजर है वो कितना कम से कम दिया, उसको कितना एनकरेज किया है बाहर जाके सोशलाइज करना, बाहर जाके फिजिकल एक्टिविटी करना. ऑल दिस एक्चुअली डिसाइड्स हाउ यू विल बी पर्सन इन योर लेटर लाइफ. मतलब इफ एट द एज ऑफ 40 ईयर्स मेरे जो भी फिजिकल इश्यूज है, दैट विल एक्चुअली बी डिसाइडेड बाय व्हाट आई डिड ड्यूरिंग द फर्स्ट 10 ईयर्स और द फर्स्ट 20 ईयर्स ऑफ माई लाइफ. तो इफ आई से कि मैं तो छोटी हूँ, अभी तो उम्र भी नहीं है खाना कंट्रोल करने की, सब खाओ पियो खुश रहो की जरूरत नहीं है, बट नो, these all these consequences you will bear it when after 30s 40s, when you start having joint pain, you will start growing fat everywhere, and ultimately it will affect the other parameters of your body as well, जैसे कि blood pressure हो गया, sugar हो गया, and your heart, brain, everything.
Dr. Pandey, in your clinic, you must be coming across these patients wherein they come to the clinic and they're like, I don't eat much, but still I'm gaining weight. So, ऐसा क्यों होता है? What are the hidden factors to their weight gain which influence this besides food quantity?
There is not just one single factor which leads to weight gain. It's not always the food. Other factors like आप का लाइफस्टाइल कैसा है, हाउ मच यू वर्कआउट, what is your take on physical exercise, then it might also be sometimes a medication that you take. A lot of supplements we are on, like herbal supplementation, ayurvedic supplementations. I cannot say much on that, but it is reported that they might contain small bit amount of steroids which might lead to weight gain as well. And sometimes the oral contraceptive pills which women take to prevent childbirth is also one of the important causative factor for weight gain. So that is the medication part. And then third, again, which I said, was stress. So it is not always the amount of what you eat. Other factors in the background also has a major role to play.
Now, to anyone who's watching or listening and genuinely wants to improve their health, reduce weight, one critical question is, where do I start? आपके अकॉर्डिंग कौन से सिंपल हैबिट्स है जो लोग इमीडिएटली अडॉप्ट कर सकते हैं, जो वेट मैनेजमेंट में जेन्युइनली हेल्प करते हैं?
Simple steps, yes, that was a very huge word, because I believe in taking baby steps. जब भी कोई obese female मेरे पास आती है and if she says that ma'am I want to lose weight, I would rather tell कि do not keep very high expectations on yourself. Start slow, take baby steps, make small changes in your routine, because if you go very fast, there is a very high likelihood chance that you will go rebound. Okay, so if you ask me what baby steps you can take, then definitely you should फर्स्ट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम सेइंग नो टू शुगर. अभी इसमें भी एक कॉमन मिसकंसेप्शन ये है कि मैनी डायबिटिक पेशेंट्स आई कम अक्रॉस, दे आर लाइक मैं चीनी नहीं खाती हूँ बट मैं गुड़ वाली चाय पीती हूँ. बट गुड़ तो गन्ने से ही आता है, द सोर्स इज सेम. So say complete no to sugar. That includes refined sugar, that includes jaggery, that includes cold drinks and everything. Even the artificial sweeteners like stevia and other things are not very highly recommended. You can have it once in a while, but stevia is also not recommended. So going completely sugar free is one of the major steps which you can take towards weight control. And I would like to highlight one thing, that if you decide today that I will go completely sugar free, there's a high likely chance that you might develop some headache, irritability, mood swings in the first 7 days to go. But it is very much expected and it's completely normal. And if you be persistent and try to control your cravings, you will notice that within a span of 21 days, there's complete reset of your taste buds. One day you are craving for sugar, after 21 days you will start hating it. And this happens even with people who are like sweet tooth वाले जो लोग होते हैं जिनको बहुत मीठा खाना पसंद है. If you're obese and if you go on this 21-day trial, you notice that you actually start hating sweet. So वो एक important है. And after 21 days, you'll also see some energetic, you'll feel energetic. There is stabilization of your mood. You will have a better sleep. You will even have a clearer skin. You don't even need to use those expensive dermatological products which will make you have a very clear, spotless, bright skin. You don't need to have that. Just cut off your sugar and you're good to go. And that is so cheap also at zero cost. So एक वो important point है. And then second is avoid midnight snacking. Midnight snacking है, that is another important factor which leads to weight gain. Midnight जो scrolling होता है, Instagram scrolling till 2 a.m. and then you suddenly start feeling hungry and you're not sleepy because you're hungry. And then boom, you are cooking Maggi in your kitchen. Common scenario है which you come across again in your 20s and 30s, but these actually affect your life when you are a 45-year-old. तो ये छोटी छोटी स्टेप्स है जो एक्चुअली अफेक्ट कर रही है आपकी लाइफस्टाइल को. मिडनाइट स्नैकिंग में फिर स्विगी है, जोमेटो है. मैं खुद करती थी एक्चुअली व्हेन इवन आई वाज अ रेजिडेंट ड्यूरिंग माय कोविड एरा. आई वाज सो हंग्री and we used to work out till 2 a.m. 3 a.m. I used to order waffles, Belgian waffles, Domino's ka pizza. But then it actually started affecting my weight. And one thing which I took was I went completely sugar free. I stopped midnight snacking. And most importantly, I started having early dinner. If you have early dinner like 7 to 8 p.m. and then you restrain from food till the next day breakfast, that automatically gets converted into something which is popularly known as intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
So ये एक कॉमन छोटा सा चीज है जो हमको पता भी नहीं होता कि हम कर रहे होते हैं, बट वी आर एक्चुअली इंटरमिटेंटली फास्टिंग. You just have your dinner at 7 a.m. and then you have your breakfast directly next day morning at 8 a.m. There you go for a 11 hours complete fast. So that helps your body to reset. That helps insulin to get secreted and your glucose metabolism to stabilize. So it is one of the important method by which you can again control your weight. And then fourth thing, obviously there is exercise. Complete reliance on diet will never work. You always have to go for exercise.
In continuation to your point on exercise, we have one more very common statement amongst people कि I don't have the time to go to a gym.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you कि उन लोगों के लिए जो जिम नहीं जा पाते, कौन से डेली एक्टिविटीज है जो वेट लॉस में काफी इफेक्टिव होते हैं?
Yes. ये एक्चुअली मेरे से ज्यादा और कोई नहीं बता सकता बिकॉज आई माई सेल्फ इज लाइक स्ट्रगलिंग टू फाइंड अ टाइम फॉर वर्कआउट. बट ओवर द डेज आई एक्चुअली फिगर्ड कि मुझे टाइम नहीं मिलने वाला है. सो आई हैव टू फाइंड आउट सम वेज, सम छोटी छोटी स्टेप्स इन माई लाइफ स्टाइल जो कि एक एक्सरसाइज काउंट की जाती है. देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज NEAT, NEAT. These are basically non-exercise activity thermogenesis, scientific word में बोला जाए तो. So these are small basic day-to-day activities जिसको exercise तो नहीं बोलेंगे, but they actually lead to massive calorie burnout. जैसे कि taking stairs instead of elevators. Then एक दिन ऐसा पूरा घर की साफ सफाई करने में एक दिन heavy cleaning and tidying of your home. or playing with your pet and then taking your kid for a stroll and running with him. या फिर अगर कोई grocery shop पे ही जाना है तो you prefer walking instead of taking a commute. So these small baby steps again, they are called as NEAT. You won't even realize that you're exercising, but it is said that these activities and these measures in your daily life can actually lead to a burnout of 2000 calories per day, which is very significant.
Yeah.
So there is one thing, and then next, if you do not have time to go for a gym, which is very common given the मतलब cultural inhibitions and restrictions of time, then job, office, everything. All you need to do is a 30 minutes का brisk walk. वो कोई भी time पे हो सकता है. It can be early morning, it can be evening, it can be late night. कोई भी time पे. Just 30 minutes brisk walk, that too 5 times a day. 2 days you can take a break. Even that will work very well. And you can go along with your partner, or you can just go solo also. If you go solo, you will have you will have time to reset your mind as well, so that will work like a meditation as well, which again helps to reduce your stress levels and again helps in controlling the weight. So एक ये 30 minutes का brisk walk will work, and then second जो NEAT exercises I told, that will also work as a part of exercise. And there is something common doubt भी है बहुत सारे patients का, because these patients are obese, they'll have pressure on their knees. तो इसमें इन लोगों को most common symptom ये होता है कि घुटने दर्द हो रहे हैं. तो they are usually a patient of knee osteoarthritis. So it is recommended for them to not walk very fast or for a long time. क्योंकि जब चलते हैं तो gravity exerts pressure on your knees. So that might lead to aggravation of your symptoms. तो इनमें जो osteoarthritis के patient हैं या जो knee pain के patient हैं, उनमें हम लोग recommend करते हैं 2 types के exercises जो उनके लिए safe होती है. One of which is swimming and second is cycling. So going back to your question कि I do not have time to go for cycling as well, you can just take a 6 to 7,000 का physiotherapy cycle which is easily available in the market. वो static cycle होती है एक ही जगह पे. Even when you wake up early and आप kitchen में जाने से पहले, if you just do cycling for 20 to 30 minutes, बाहर कहीं जाके रेडी भी नहीं होना है, कोई जिम के कपड़े भी नहीं पहनना है, जस्ट घर के कपड़ों में वो साइकिल पे बैठ जाओ, 20 to 30 minutes you do fast cycling, that will again count as a very good exercise without even hampering your knee. You will not, in fact, actually it is a recommended exercise to reduce knee pain, क्योंकि when you do cycling, it's a low impact exercise. तो knees के around जो muscles होती है वो उसको strengthen करने में help करता है. So that acts like a physiotherapy exercise for knee osteoarthritis. So that is, I highly recommend cycling to my patients because सब लोग स्विमिंग में नहीं जाते हैं, एंड अगेन स्विमिंग जाओ तो वो टाइम रेस्ट्रिक्शंस एंड फैमिली रेस्ट्रिक्शंस आते ही है. सो फिजियोथेरेपी साइकिल इज very much easily accessible route for your workout.
Dr. Meenal, a lot of people start their weight loss journey, but they don't get results. Yes. So in your experience, when someone is attempting weight loss, what are the most common mistakes that they do?
क्योंकि when they start their weight loss journey, सबसे बड़ी mistake is they don't take small steps. They directly hit hard. Like they hit the gym, फिर massive workout करेंगे, and then first initial 1 month में जो weight loss होता है, you will get that result, 2 to 3 kg का weight loss हो गया, but that is basically water weight. So जो water weight है वो quickly कम हो जाता है, but उसके बाद में जो weight reduction का process है, that kindly actually plateaus. मतलब वो उतना fast you will not see the result, but if you be persistent on it, you will actually see a gradual reduction on your weight loss. दूसरा जो इम्पोर्टेंट मिस्टेक हम लोग करते हैं कि बहुत मैसिव एक्सरसाइजेस एकदम से शुरू कर देते हैं जिसकी हमें आदत नहीं होती है. इफ़ यू आर नॉट यूज टू एक्सरसाइजिंग एंड यू सडनली रन फॉर 3 kilometers a day, obviously you will exert, you will start having severe body ache, lethargy, increased sleepiness. तो ये नहीं करना है. You start slow. You first start with 10 minutes का walk or a 10 minutes का run, and then after 1 week or so you can increase it to 15 minutes and then 20 minutes. You might not see the results very early, but trust me, if you be persistent on these steps for a long time, you will notice, rather than you, your relatives and your friends will notice a massive difference in you. And दूसरा mistake that we do is intermittent fasting is widely being promoted. There are lots of regimens of intermittent fasting. One is 16:8, and then there is something called as 5:2, जिसमें weekly 2 दिन you do not eat anything and then 5 days you eat. I preferably do not recommend ये intermittent fasting. Why? Because again it has got a high chance of going rebound again. जो जब तुम लोग मैसिवली खुद को रेस्ट्रिक्ट करते हो एकदम से कि ये नहीं खा सकते हो, तुम्हें 16 घंटा भूखा रहना है, व्हाट यू टेंड टू डू इज कि जो 8 hours तुमको मिल रहे हैं, यू टेंड टू बिंज इन इट. सो द कैलोरी डेफिसिट व्हिच इज हैपनिंग इन दैट 16 hours, you are actually losing it by eating excessive calories in those 8 hours. And if you say कि मैं तो वो 8 hours भी सही से डाइट कर रही हूँ and 16 hours फास्टिंग कर रही हूँ, उसमें भी प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि again it leads to lethargy, weakness, headache, irritability, mood swings, and sometimes nutritional deficiencies as well. That will lead to again vitamin deficiencies, hair loss, graying, early graying of hair, etc. And third, which we do is ki not cutting off the sugar. As cutting down on sugar is a very important step in your weight loss journey. So no matter how much hours of fasting you are, अगर तुम लोग मीठा still खाना चालू ही कर रहे हो, it still does not work. And then you treat the secondary factors also, which is contributing in your weight gain. That is stress or some medications. For medications, you might contact some doctors क्योंकि most of the लोग anti-psychiatric medications पे रहते हैं, antidepressants पे रहते हैं, given the increasing amount of stress nowadays. Almost 50% of my patients are on antidepressant medications, and majority of them actually have a prominent side effect of weight gain. इसमें से कुछ एक या दो ही है जिसमें weight gain नहीं होता है, which are not commonly prescribed also. So जो secondary factors है, you visit your doctor and ask them what are the factors which are contributing to the weight gain apart from their sedentary lifestyle and diet. Then your doctor might help you in that. And कुछ लोगों में some genetic cause भी होता है. Your parents, your grandfather and grandmother were obese. So इनमें diet and exercise के अलावा और ज़्यादा कुछ रहता है नहीं. There are some medical aspects also, which I'll be discussing later.
Okay. So I actually had my next question, which was related to this. Sometimes, even lifestyle changes are not sufficient for certain people.
Yes.
So on what stage must a person decide कि for my weight management, I need to consult a doctor?
Okay. Yes, there is something called as BMI, which can be calculated even at home. You can just Google it out and put your parameters in it. So it is recommended कि beyond 40, some medications are recommended or some surgeries are recommended to reduce your weight. But we are talking more on people who have a BMI less than 40. So first you try. First you go ahead with your lifestyle modifications. But I feel कि one visit to a doctor is always good enough क्योंकि it's not going to harm you. Your doctor might be able to help you out much better कि तुम और क्या कर सकते हो या और क्या ऐसा confounding factor है which is actually causing to weight gain but you are not realizing. Like joint pain के लिए तो there are so many patients who are on Ayurvedic medications and which does contain actually small bit of amount of steroid in it. And we notice a sudden shift of weight in such patients after 2 or 3 years. I won't say all Ayurvedic medications per se, but definitely you should be a little bit alert on that. And for which I said कि एक बार आप डॉक्टर के पास चले जाओ, एक ओपिनियन उनसे ले लो, so that he or she might be able to help you out much better in your weight gain journey, weight loss journeys.
And nowadays, a lot of weight loss medicines are going viral.
Yeah.
So, as a common person, when should one consider taking that medicine?
I've used it on many of my patients in AIIMS Nagpur, and they have pretty good results. But not everyone is a candidate for that injections or medications. Why? Because it is usually recommended for people with a BMI more than 30. But just the medication will not help. The medication should always be preceded by some motivated lifestyle changes and exercise. Because those medications, they work on the basis कि वो आपकी भूख कम करता है. They'll make you feel fuller earlier. मतलब आपको early satiety आएगी. आप खाना खाने जाओगे, you will get early satiety. And there are few medications which will prevent fat absorption from whatever you eat. For example, you eat something oily. Orlistat एक ऐसा medication है जो आपके gut से मतलब आपके intestine से वो fat absorb नहीं होने देता है. तो but उसके भी कुछ side effects है. Like you will feel gassy, you will feel bloated, and there will be foul smelling stools and other things. There are a lot of side effects of those medications as well. And the other medication which you were talking about, the Ozempic and semaglutide, yes, they can be used, but again, as I said, it should always be preceded by motivated lifestyle modification and exercise, and the patient being persistent on it after the weight loss journey. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने आज इंजेक्शन शुरू कर दिया, मैंने एक्सरसाइज भी कर ली, इंजेक्शन मैंने 2 साल लिया, वजन कम हो गया, मैंने सब छोड़ दिया, मैंने एक्सरसाइज भी छोड़ दिया, मैंने इंजेक्शन भी छोड़ दिया. There is always going to be a reflex regain in the weight. Though injections are, मतलब injection I'm preferably saying because tablets are not usually available in India. Injectables are available. तो वो medications, those are studied only for till almost 2 years. उसके beyond उसका research नहीं हुआ है. So even while doctors prescribing it, they usually recommend it maximum for up to 2 years. And you cannot take it lifelong as well. So this exercise and lifestyle modification is the key. Because as I said, obesity is something which we cause 90% of the time and which we, that is the patient themselves, treat. So doctors and medications का help है, that comes later when you yourself have done your job. So there is no right time to take there is no right or wrong time to take the medications, but it should always be you should always consult a doctor to know the possible side effects whether you can afford the cost, as those medications were very costly, amounting to almost 11 to 12,000 per month of this financial burden. But I think in March 21st, the patent uska off hone wala hai, after which the medications are going to be much cheaper. It is like 2 to 3,000 per month. So it is going to be more accessible to the other middle class individuals. And what you can do, you first start with your exercise and you start losing your weight. Okay, at a BMI of more than 30 again, then you can use those medications as a push. You continue on that, and then after 2 years or so, as on your doctor's prescription, you stop those medications, but you be persistent on whatever you did till now. That is exercise and lifestyle modifications.
Yeah.
Side effects, as I said, there is bloating. There is something called as pancreas. यहाँ पे जो तुम्हारे digestive enzymes बनाते हैं. So these medications are known to cause pancreatitis. Not in all, maybe 1 or 2 in 100. So again, that depends on patient to patient profile, and that again depends on the financial background, the BMI of the patient, and diabetic status, and lot of other things as well.
So, Doc, before we close, let's have a quick myth versus fact session, because there are a lot of misconceptions around weight loss.
Exactly.
So, I'll say a statement and you break that myth with a fact.
Yes.
Okay. So, number one, rice causes weight gain.
Okay, that is really a myth, क्योंकि सिर्फ चावल खाने से weight gain नहीं होता है. Why? Because rice contains starch, definitely. It contains carbohydrates. If you eat it in excess, definitely it will lead to weight gain. But सिर्फ rice will not. There must be some other confounding factors as well, some secondary factors which are leading to weight gain. So if someone is trying to lose weight, cutting off the rice is not the way. What we say is कि you have it, but in limited amounts, like once a day, one bowl of rice is enough for you. Say in some communities or some families, they tend to have lots of rice, like twice a day, फिर बहुत सारा amount में खाना. No, you should restrict on it, but not completely stop it, because these जो rice है और other cereals है, like maize, barley वगैरह, they are a good source for vitamin B1 and other important essential micronutrients which are important for your cell growth and other cell turnover. तो आप if you stop on these things, these क्योंकि rice it is one of the staple diet in Indian food. आप उसको बंद कर दोगे ना, it will really not work out. ये patient वैसे भी irritate हो जाएगा. If he is very much fond of rice, they may act on it for 1 or 2 months, but there is a tendency that they'll just rebound on it. They'll stop everything and then they'll start binging on it. So you should never stop anyone. Like you should not say anything कि पूरा बंद कर दो. आप धीरे धीरे शुरू करो. You limit your rice intake from 2 bowls to maybe 1 bowl per day, and maybe to half bowl per day. But once a day rice in small amounts is just fine. It won't harm you.
Myth number two, skipping meals helps weight loss. खाना skip करने से weight loss होता है.
जैसे कि मैंने intermittent fasting के बारे में बोला था कि I don't believe in intermittent fasting because again that is just a short journey. It might lead to transient weight loss, but again it will take a toll on your overall general health, general well-being. You will eventually start feeling weaker, you will be irritated, you will have lots of mood swings, and then you might do it for 1 month. Maybe you cannot stay hungry for 16 hours a day for a long time. You will someday stop, and after stopping there is a rebound gain in the weight again, and you will start eating a lot. You will start binging after stopping your intermittent fasting. And another thing, skipping meals, especially in the elderly population, they might actually lead to some cardiovascular side effects as well. That means a bad impact on your heart. Because if you're hungry for a long time, your sympathetic activity, that is the stress hormone activity, it increases. And that will lead to increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, and ultimately increase overload on your cardiac health, on your heart health. So you might be prone to increase heart attacks if you are fasting for a long time, for long duration of days. So skipping meals is definitely not the choice. But yes, taking small amounts of meal and avoiding impulsive eating and midnight snacking is definitely the road. And early dinner, of course.
Yeah. So myth number 3 is related to dinner only. It's having fruits after dinner causes weight gain.
So it's not very true because the amount of calories in fruits is very less, and जो भी weight gain होता है that is usually because of the calorie intake. Okay, sugar जो हम लेते हैं, sugar जो रहता है fruits में, that is fructose, that is not glucose, and fructose is not that bad. Even in diabetics, we recommend taking apple, oranges, ठीक है? Then guavas, some lesser sweet fruits we do recommend. क्यों? क्योंकि उसमें fructose होता है and they have very less amount of calories. So taking fruits will not actually lead to weight gain. But yes, we recommend कि आप जब लेते हो fruits, to try to take it like 1 or 2 hours after you have your meal. Because if you take it immediately, there is a chance कि you might have flatulence, that is bloating, indigestion problem, burping, etc. And again, अगर आप ले भी रहे हो, तो as I said कि when you have your early dinner, try not to take anything in between till your next breakfast. So जो fruit part होता है आपका, fruit time है, that should be during the evening. जो snacks होता है, उसमें आपको fruit लेना चाहिए. But for dinner के बाद में try to avoid fruits. Because again, that will lead to indigestion problems. But definitely it will not lead to weight gain.
Myth number 4. Only gym workouts help in reducing weight.
I think I already answered that question because सिर्फ जिम वर्कआउट रियली डज नॉट हेल्प. उसमें जो 30 मिनट्स ब्रिस्क वॉक घर के आजू बाजू में या घर के टेरेस पे भी इफ यू डू, और द फिजियोथेरेपी साइकिल विच आई मेंशन्ड अबाउट विल ऑल्सो वर्क वेरी वेल. सो सिर्फ जिम में जाके 30 मिनट्स या 40 मिनट्स 10,000 रुपीज़ दे के ही आपका वजन कम होने वाला है, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. विद जीरो अमाउंट, जीरो कॉस्ट, at very lesser time also, there is a high possibility that you will still reduce weight provided you are persistent on that. और brisk walking, as I mentioned, it should be brisk walking. ऐसे नहीं कि आप बस घर के आसपास की गार्डन में जाके टहल रहे हैं. You should always do like fast walking. आपको sweat आना चाहिए. Then you should have palpitations. Obviously not injuring yourself and not excessively straining yourself until your threshold only. But definitely brisk walking is the key. Or if you can run, definitely you can go for a jog as well.
Myth number 5. Detox teas burn fat.
Now that is a very commonly found myth again. A lot of Instagram and Facebook and other Google also promote green tea, फिर दूसरा hibiscus tea and lot of other teas are also there. But let me tell you, these just are a transient measures. They do not have a long road to go. जो लोग टी पीते हैं तो उसमें क्या होता है कि उसमें गर्म पानी रहता है. So basically they try to increase the basal metabolic rate of your body. The hot water, it increases the basal metabolic rate, so energy consumption increases, and you transiently, that is for a very short time, you do reduce your weight. Also it has a laxative effect as well. Laxative means जो अपना intestine रहता है, intestinal motility वो बढ़ाता है. That means the digestion, it increases your digestion. So आप जो भी खाते हो, whatever you eat, it does not stay in your gut for a long time. It gets reduced, it gets digested faster, and you will notice like frequent, you might have to go for washrooms and to freshen up yourself after taking hot teas. Why? Because they are warm water, and whatever content they may be having, they work on a short time basis, like on the laxative and diuretic effect by increasing your basal metabolic rate. But once you stop them, it will again lead to rebound gain in weight, and it does not clearly lead to fat burnout. As such नहीं होता, बस water weight कम होता है टी से.
Myth number 6. Herbal weight loss medicines are always safe.
Being an allopathic person, I'm against herbal medications.
They're usually marketed as zero side effects. All herbal medicines usually.
Yeah, definitely. But the problem is कि I come across again a lot of these patients who are used to taking that drinks. एक pink color का या red color का drink आता है. I cannot mention the name of it. But then they say कि वो पीने के बाद में एकदम से वजन कम हो गया था, like 10 or 15 kgs rapid weight loss. But जैसे छोड़ दिया, मतलब they almost paid 10 or 15,000 per month for that drink. But जैसे छोड़ दिया, there was a rebound gain in weight for almost 15 to 20 kgs. So no one particularly knows कि what is in that drink. ठीक है, unless and until you are very scientifically sure about the safety of that product, I prefer कि you do not go ahead with it. Yes, homely measures रहते हैं हम लोग, जैसे कि वो अजवाइन डाल के या जीरा डाल के, you do it because those are harmless. Probably they won't even work, and probably they'll work also, but they will not harm you in any other way. But जो marketed products होते हैं, you do not know about its content or its composition, and not much research has been done on that. So as a doctor, I will not recommend such herbal medications or Ayurvedic supplementations for the same. As an allopathy doctor, I'm not even recommending weight loss medication as well. Like I said, Ozempic and other things, these are the last resort. First, it comes you, what you do to save your body. That is exercise and dietary modifications, that's it. So it's not just about herbal or Ayurvedic medication, I'm not targeting them, but rather the allopathic medication as well. You first encourage yourself and be motivated to make changes in your lifestyle, and that will itself work.
So, moving on to our seventh myth, and it's the last myth. OTC fat burner supplements help with weight loss. True or false?
Again, supplements, ठीक है, omega fatty acids and other things, a lot of they contain, but again, these are not very researched. The only research products are Ozempic and Orlistat. They have been through lot of research trials for like last 5 or 10 years. उसके बाद में साइड इफेक्ट प्रोफाइल देख के ही उसको मार्केटिंग किया जा रहा है. बट ओवर द काउंटर अगेन सप्लीमेंटेशन आई डू नॉट प्रेफर. रादर देन टेकिंग दी सप्लीमेंटेशन, यू कैन गो फॉर होमली मेजर्स जो घर पे आपको बताते हैं कि गर्म पानी में यू कैन हैव अ ब्लैक कॉफी, और जो जीरा, अजवाइन, ये सब मेथी, फेनुग्रिक सीड्स विच वी यूज, यू कैन डेफिनेटली हैव देम. यू कैन बिलीव इन इट. यू कैन हैव छाछ जो रहती है, बटर मिल्क रहता है, दैट इज ऑल्सो अगेन a very important factor in losing the weight. So ये जो घर की घरेलू चीजें होती है, there is no harm in doing it, definitely. But जो supplementations and other medications होती है which are promoted and known to cause weight loss, I do not prefer. Maybe वो कम कर भी लेगा, but after you stop the medication, no one knows about the safety and what happens to you after taking that medication for a long time.
Yes.
So it's preferred no, you don't take it.
So, Dr. Pandit, this is my final question to you. To anyone who's watching or listening and wants to start their weight loss journey from now, right now, to sum it all up, what are the first 3 steps that they should take?
Okay. 1, say no to sugar. 2, start exercising. Basic baby steps, as I said. And 3rd, avoid midnight snacking. Just these 3 steps will actually work wonders. It will do miracles, trust me.
So, thank you so much, Dr. Meenal, for such clear and practical insights. And, to sum up, obesity is not just like a cosmetic concern. It's a major driver of so many cardiovascular diseases, hormonal disorders, diabetes, long-term health risks. So, helping us understand the science behind weight gain, you've helped people move away from quick fixes and focus on a sustainable and evidence-based lifestyle.
Yes. And I was very glad that you allowed me to talk on this topic, because I really wanted to have this talk, and actually I conducted a talk myself at a lot of public places to promote awareness, to break those myths that you were talking about. Because ये जो आप बोल रहे हो वो actually बहुत लोगों की सोच होती है कि ये खाने से ये होता है, वो खाना चाहिए क्या, ये खाना चाहिए क्या. So these short steps actually make big changes in your life and your weight loss journey. एंड जो ये वेट लॉस के पीछे जो डेस्परेशन होता है, उस बीच में हम लोग बहुत सारी मेजर स्टेप्स ले लेते हैं, जैसे कि इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग, एज आई सेड, एंड हेवी वर्कआउट एंड कंप्लीट स्किपिंग मील्स. बट दीज कैन एक्चुअली लीड टू साइड इफेक्ट्स ऑन योर बॉडी, लाइक गॉल स्टोन्स, लेथार्जी, डिप्रेशन एंड आइसोलेशन. ये सब बुरी चीज़ें हो सकती है. सो यू शुड ऑलवेज गो टू योर डॉक्टर, get a consultation, get a help from them, and then you might just start slow. Do not keep very high expectations right from the start. Start slow. You first reduce 1 or 2 kg. It's okay if you do not lose weight even after 2 or 3 months of trying. Keep trying, because that will eventually help.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
It has been an amazing episode. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aradhya.